From balance sheet overhaul to margin expansion, how did TIMETECHNOPLAST just pull off its biggest financial transformation ever? Let's break down its record-breaking FY26 performance and what's coming next. To guide us through this deep dive, we are following a four-part analytical roadmap. First, we will unpack the record quarter, looking at their highest ever Q4 revenue, EBITDA, and PAT milestones. Second, we will look at the matrix, which analyzes the structural pivot to high-margin value-added segments. Third is the deleveraging waterfall, tracking exactly how a 480-core QIP was utilized to chart a path to zero debt. Finally, we will address the cash flow elephant, decoding the gap between PAT and cash flow from operations alongside their strategic inventory buffer.
The executive stance heading into this data is highly constructive. TIMETECHNOPLAST achieved its highest ever quarterly and full-year consolidated performance across all three major financial metrics. Looking at the Q4 FY26 data points, revenue reached 1,676.67 crores, a strong 14.3% year-over-year increase. EBITDA hit 245.90 crores, up 14% year-over-year, while profit after tax jumped an impressive 20.4% to hit 131.84 crores.
The core thesis for this entire breakdown centers on a fundamental transition toward a capital-efficient, high-margin asset base. Backed by a near debt-free status and robust order logs, this shift provides exceptional long-term earnings visibility. The visual layout connects commodity pricing loops to a capital-efficient powerhouse, noting three core drivers. Value-added products now make up 29% of total FY26 revenue, up from 27%. Management is actively targeting net zero debt in the next 12 to 18 months, and this entire expansion is driven by pure underlying operational efficiency rather than one-off items.
Now let's deep dive into the Q4 FY26 profit and loss statement, highlighting structural top-line growth. Comparing Q4 FY25 to Q4 FY26, revenue increased 14.16%, climbing from 1,468.74 crores to 1,676.67 crores. Profit before tax grew 21.12%, rising from 149.68 crores to 181.29 crores. Earnings per share also saw a 10.79% increase, moving from 2.41 rupees to 2.67 rupees. This is backed by a volume expansion insight. Total quarterly volume expanded 13.3% year-over-year, heavily supported by 14.2% volume growth in the domestic Indian market, proving core operating performance remains remarkably resilient.
Despite sharp increases in polymer prices due to West Asian geopolitical crises, operational margins remained fundamentally protected. The EBITDA margin profile sits at 14.62%, showcasing a marginal compression of just 5 basis points year-over-year, despite heavy inflation. This defense mechanism was achieved because absolute EBITDA per ton was successfully protected via long-term monthly and quarterly B2B price formula resets.
The real driver of this financial evolution is the dramatic transformation of the revenue mix. Established products, like standard industrial packaging, drums, and jerry cans, act as the cash cow, bringing in 4,373.10 crore rupees with a 13.2% margin. Meanwhile, value-added products, like intermediate bulk containers and composite cylinders, serve as the growth engine, generating 1,741.40 crore rupees at a superior 18.7% margin. This high-margin segment now commands 29% of total revenue.
To sustain this growth, the company has secured immense revenue visibility heading into FY27, backed by a strong structural backlog across packaging, cascades, and custom pipes. Industrial packaging has 400 crores locked in via purchase agreements across domestic and international markets for the calendar year. Industrial PE pipes maintain a firm current pipeline order log of 265 crores. Finally, CNG Cascades Type 4 present a standalone order book of 195 crores. noting that the composite cylinder segment advanced 21.9% in value during FY26.
Here is a massive balance sheet win through deleveraging. Net debt was aggressively crushed from 468.63 crores in FY25 down to a mere 59.92 crores in FY26. This was achieved through a direct deleveraging of minus 408.70 crores via a QIP. Key balance sheet enhancements show the debt-to-equity ratio fell from 0.22 times to 0.16 times. Total net worth enhanced to 4,088.30 crores, and management formally targets absolute zero net debt within the next 12 to 18 months.
The operational efficiency dashboard highlights three key performance indicators. First, the consolidated return on equity sits at 11.46%, showing stable operational returns against an expanded total equity base. Second, the consolidated return on capital employed came in at 18.9%, which is slightly below the 20% target due to recent automation asset setups financed through equity, though it is projected to expand 1.5 to 2% annually. Third, the interest coverage ratio saw a massive improvement, jumping from 8.63 times in FY25 to 11.30 times in FY26, driven by lowered finance charges of just 17.63 crores.
Now we must address the elephant in the room: cash conversion. Operating cash flows trailed net profit significantly during this period, resulting in a negative free cash flow of minus 137.17 crores. While the reported profit after tax was a robust 468.72 crores, the actual operating cash flow stood at 233.24 crores. This means cash conversion dropped to approximately 50%, heavily weighed down by a massive working capital absorption of minus 535.50 crores.
Reframing this cash gap with a funnel graphic that illustrates how corporate profits are diverted into a strategic buffer. Working capital expanded heavily because inventories rose to 1,328.31 crores and trade receivables hit 1,452.46 crores. However, this was an intentional strategy by management to maintain a 6-month buffer of imported raw components, specifically special carbon and glass fibers. The critical outcome is that this buffer directly protects customer service and production pipelines from West Asian geopolitical shipment delays.
Despite the strong performance, there are two key risks to monitor moving forward. First is the cash conversion cycle extension, as debtors' turnover slowed from 69 to 72 days, and inventory turnover extended from 67 to 68 days, meaning persistent capital lockup could restrict near-term cash generation if normalization targets miss. Second is raw material vulnerability. Variations in international oil and gas pricing benchmarks constantly impact polymer-monomer inputs. While price formulas protect margins, sudden spikes still place heavy pressure on immediate working capital requirements. Synthesizing everything we have covered, the ultimate bull case rests on 4 pillars. First, a high-margin structural pivot is actively taking place, as value-added items with 18.7% margins replace legacy commodity operations as the main growth engine. Second, aggressive deleveraging has deployed QIP capital efficiently to crush debt, with net zero debt expected in 12 to 18 months. Third, margin resilience has been thoroughly proven, as contract price formulas successfully defended absolute EBITDA per ton. Fourth, a future-proofed order book ensures immediate, clear revenue visibility for FY27.
This brings us to the final question. What is your verdict? Management tied up 535.50 crores in working capital, specifically to build a 6-month raw material inventory hedge. Is this a brilliant geopolitical hedge or a dangerous cash trap? Drop your thesis in the comments below. And if you found this TIMETECHNOPLAST earnings deep dive helpful, don't forget to like, save, and share this video. Follow and subscribe to ZinvestZ for more smart investing insights. Thanks for tuning in.